Well, looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. I would assume that we're live. It's a great thing. Incredible. All right. Whew. Let me get my thoughts together for a second here. Oh, man. Whew. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. For those of you who may not know, this, of course, is the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media as the Mighty One, Angel Snub Number 7. I am also your soul brother, number 1. Oh, man. Getting my thoughts here together. Because just like last night, I really don't feel like talking this morning. And for some reason, people believe because you make videos that you like to talk. That's not necessarily the case. I talk because I have something to say. I have something to say that I know if you took it into practice, if you thought about it, it could change the condition of the so-called Negro in America almost overnight. Because it's about a thinking process. It's about using your brain to solve your problem. It's not about waiting for a savior. It's not about allowing others to think for you. You have to think for yourself. Even if you come to the same conclusion, at least you thought about it yourself. When you see religion, when you see all these organizations, when you see all these political forms, there are thousands and millions of people who do not think for themselves. It is all based upon, and the foundation is based upon what somebody gave them to think. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Hebrew. Whatever it is that you're talking about, these titles that you claim, you, chances are, you did not create that mentality. You did not create that mindset. So what you have done, you have embraced somebody else's way of thinking, and it is not your own thoughts. It is not coming from your brain. You are plagiarizing and copying a mindset that came from somebody else. Because you did not meet Jesus. Somebody told you about it, and you embraced that concept because you never met Jesus. So Jesus did not come from your mind. It came from somebody else who told you about Jesus. Thousands of years ago, they passed this down, and you embrace it. Has nothing to do with your brain, has nothing to do with your thoughts, your research. You keep telling me, do your research, do your research. You researching and telling me about what somebody else said thousands of years ago, what somebody else did. It's not coming from your brain, your mind, your experience. It's coming from somebody else. So you telling me about what somebody else did, what somebody else said, and you trying to embrace it like it's original. It came from you, self-discovery, and it's not self-discovery. Because if it was self-discovery, then you would not be telling me about how you believe in Jesus, but what you know. You don't know. It's a belief, and you gambling, and you hoping that what you believe in is the right thing. And then you get upset when people like me show up, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you that you live in some fictional fairy tale world. What kind of faith do you have in people you don't know from thousands of years ago? It just don't make any sense. But yet and still, somebody born living with you, you would call them a liar, and they are delusional that live with you, but you're going to believe somebody that you don't know, have no idea of what they're talking about, no evidence, no real proof, from 5,000, 2,000, whatever years ago. But you would call somebody in 2019, you would question them. You would question me, and I am alive with you, but you have no questions for those who lived 2,000, 5,000 years ago. This shows you have a warped sense of thinking process. But then also at the same time, I'm not mad at you because our ancestors was physical slavery, and many people have been relieved from physical slavery, but that did not do nothing about mental slavery, because mental slavery is well and good. That's all I see as I sit around. Mental slaves, getting up in the morning, going to these jobs, these plantations, clogging up the highways, everybody trying to get to their plantation on time. You run to McDonald's because McDonald's make commercials on TV, and your TV and your cable is your slave master. So you go to McDonald's, and whatever the TV and the radio and your research and the books tell you and guide you, that's where your slave ass go, because you have no thoughts of your own. So it's easy, since if a person understands how, if a person understands how a computer has been programmed, it's easy to know where that computer or what it can and cannot do, because you understand how it's programmed. So if you're a Christian, I know what you will and will not do. I know how chances are, I know how you're going to respond, how you think, because I know how you've been programmed. You pro-black, you a Hebrew Israelite, first black, unapologetically black, all this stuff, Moors, Christians, whatever it is that you favor. I know how you think. I know what you will and will not do, because I see and I understand how you've been programmed. And that's why you're in the condition that you're in, because your enemy, those who are really on the top, those who are manipulating the media, they know how you're programmed. They know how you're going to respond. They know how to control their slaves, whether you have chains on you or whether the chains are not there. They are going to move you. They're going to herd you like cattle, however they want to move you. Because they made you, they program you. Now, of course, there are those who, there's always somebody who is outside the norm, like myself, outside the norm, and then people like me are problems. And back in the day, what they used to do is just outright lynch people like me. Because what they say, a bad apple will spoil the rest. So they have to get rid of somebody like me. Nowadays, they give people like me a break. They allow us to live unless we get in their way. They start trouble for us. But basically, they are very confident their slaves are so inbound, you so gripped, they got you on a leash so tough, they're not worried about outside forces messing with you. But even so, on a forum like YouTube, somebody like me, even though I only have 10 subscribers, even though nobody's listening to me, YouTube find it necessary to terminate over 100 of my channels. Why? Even though I'm not getting any subscribers, I'm not getting any views, why is it necessary, Google, why is it necessary, YouTube, that you silence my voice? Because you want to make sure from the very beginning your slaves are not listening to a voice, to a message that can deprogram them and truly make them free. So all this blackity black stuff, you see, they don't have a problem on YouTube because they are not a threat. They are part of the programming. And what makes it so bad about this pro-black, first black, unapologetically African, all this stuff, black stuff that they believe in, they really believe they are different when they're not. They're just slaves. And they just feel better about themselves as slaves because they've fallen in love with this black crap, which origins, if they do their research, and they know that when you keep digging, it all came from your slave master. So you still a slave. That's why you can't get off the plantation. I don't care how many African-centered schools you build. I don't care how many businesses you create. I don't care what you do, you're still gonna be a slave. You'll never be able to match your slave master because those things that you're talking about, that mindset does not allow you. Woo! What it reminds me of, do y'all remember that movie called RoboCop? And RoboCop had what they call an Initiative 5 programming. And one of the bad guys was one of the people that was an officer in the corporation that built RoboCop. RoboCop is a cop, so his programming is to put away bad guys. And so one of the officers of the court was a bad guy. RoboCop was trying to arrest him, but then Initiative, that programming number 5 kicked in, and programming number 5, woo, man, listen, programming number 5 is you cannot make a move on an officer of the corporation that built you. So this black, pro-black stuff is Initiative 5. It gives the illusion like it's created to make a move on white supremacy, but it don't. Actually, it's a distraction. It's a way of being docile and really not attack. Because if you notice, the only thing they basically do is talk. They don't really offer no solutions except the same old stuff that we've been doing for the last 100 years. They are not creative because Initiative 5, this blackity black stuff, is not programmed to get rid and really make you deal with your oppression, your slave master, your enemy, the way that you need to do once and for all. Because if you was not programmed, if you was programmed correctly, we would be free from an oppressor once and for all. Unapologetically black, first black, the Moorish Science Temple, all this stuff, the Nation of Islam, these things was not created to destroy white supremacy. Because if it was, you still living in it. It's thousands and thousands of people who are in the Nation of Islam, the Moorish Science Temple, blackity, first black, unapologetically black, all this black stuff. And as you can see, they have not done nothing. They're making no dent. Nothing is happening. You don't see white supremacy cringing and afraid. Because if they was afraid, they would be doing to them like they done to me. Take all these channels down on YouTube and Facebook. But it's programming. It's Initiative 5. All this black stuff was not designed to do nothing against white supremacy. And that's why white supremacy or pink supremacy, that's why they have not made a move and do anything against them because it's no threat. So Cynthia G can talk, Sanetta can talk, Tariq Nasheed can talk, because that's all they're going to do is talk. This black stuff was not designed to be a threat to pink supremacy. Well, that's not really what I wanted to speak about real quick, because I might have to make a move. How y'all doing in the chat room? What's up? What's up this morning? Actually, we had a talk last night, and I was expecting some of these first black, unapologetically black, whatever, they just so black, pro-black, whatever the hell they supposed to be. We fight white supremacy, African, whatever. How you doing? How you doing, Osiris, this morning? And I was expecting maybe they would come and try to defend them. There's nothing to defend. You are nasty. You are profane. Y'all a bunch of know-it-alls. You bullies. I want you to defend yourself. I want you to show us different. You don't love nobody. The only brothers and sisters that you like are the ones you think agree with you or kiss your backside. That's not going to happen here. I'm not going to kiss your backside. I tried to be nice with you. I tried to be courted with you. I tried to compromise my position. Because quite honestly, I view all this pro-black stuff, y'all a bunch of idiots. Self-glorified, self-righteous idiots that don't know what the hell you talking about. You disgust me. You're disgusting. So damn smart. If you're so smart, why you still a slave living with racists? Always calling somebody, you a coon, you a Sambo. But you're driving a car, a luxury car made by racists. You're using YouTube and Facebook made by racists. Everything about you is racist. The racists gave it to you. You don't have a pot to piss in. How the hell you have the nerve to talk about anybody? You a coon, you a Sambo. What have you built? What have you done to show that somebody is a traitor to you? Somebody gonna tell me I suffer from self-hatred. What self do I hate? Because y'all got numerous. Am I a self-hater because I reject being a black Muslim or a Hebrew or a Moor or Kemetic and all this other stuff that y'all got? A Nuwabian? What am I self-hating to with your confused ass? And even in the Quran, it talks about Allah. Allah is not the author of confusion. Y'all some of the most confused dingbats on the planet. You don't know what you are. You are Moor, you a Christian, you a Hebrew. Y'all got so many stuff. But when it's all said and done, your massa tell you who you are. And he tell you that you are an African American, and prior to that, he called you a Negro and colored. He run this show. You don't run nothing. And if you want to go out the country, you better tell massa. So you don't impress me with all your talk. I want them to come here and show me that I'm off base. These pro-black, arrogant know-it-alls. They know everything. Filled with all kinds of hatred, unjustified hatred. For no reason. And I don't care. I don't want to live next to your happy ass. Separate the hell away from me. You don't mean nothing to me. There's no benefit to having you as a friend. I don't want to talk to y'all pro-black, blackity-black idiots. They make me sick. I'm disgusted with them. I've been disgusted with them for a long time. But like I told you, I try to be a brother. I try to be a friend. But you know, they treat kindness for weakness. So I'm tired of being nice to these suckers. Always trying to force somebody to be African. You be an African, punk. You go be your African. You're not gonna force that on me. You get what you want to be an Aboriginal, you be that. You're not gonna force that on me. I'm not interested. We have a common enemy, we have a common problem. If you want to work on that, so be it. If you don't, kick rocks. Don't bring that to me. You ain't real anyway. All of you are nothing but tools for the cracker. While you doing all that talking. Because you're doing nothing. Thousands of you. Thousands of you, and they don't see y'all as a threat. Thousands of you. I wonder why. But then you don't even have no respect for your own people. You can't even have a civil conversation. Because you're so high and mighty, you know it all. Well, you can take your chump ass on somewhere. Everywhere you go, any post I see these fools at, I'm gonna blast you. Fake revolutionaries. The only time they will open their mouth is because they're on YouTube and Facebook. The majority of them have never in their life challenged this Peckerwood. Never. For no reason. But they can come on Facebook and YouTube and puff their chest out like they really doing something. Morning. Morning. I'm sick of them. They disgust me. This African pro-black, whatever the hell they want to call themselves. They disgust me. I've stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. They are my enemies. I don't like them. I don't like them. They in the way. They stopping the people from doing things that could actually liberate them once and for all. And I'm not talking about give to your Patreon account so that you can buy a fancy car and go up and down the street and show off in front of the poor soul blood brothers and sisters. Oh man, I'm gonna have to cut this short because I gotta go, but let me say this real quick. Hold on a second here. I want to say this real quick. Make this as fast as possible. So, yeah, I was expecting these self-righteous, holier-than-thou Negroes to come on my page with their nonsense because they know what I'm saying is true. And they can't be nasty and uncivil and whatever because they will be doing exactly what I'm accusing them of doing. So their best bet is to be quiet and leave me the hell alone. Go keep doing your nonsense. Now, I want to talk about two other real subjects real quick, and then I'm already 5,000. Maybe we will talk later on this weekend. These topics come from Facebook. Because we love Facebook. We're not going to do nothing revolutionary. We're not going to do nothing that really deals with the problem. But we can put up Facebook posts all night long, all day long. One of the Facebook posts, this brother wrote, myself and my wife, we went dancing. And some people say, because he's portraying himself as this revolutionary, people are asking him, what's revolutionary about going out dancing? Now, I replied to this brother, and he further responded by, I'm keeping myself in shape. Nothing wrong with that. I'm exercising. I'm keeping myself in shape. Nothing wrong with that, y'all. And then he told me about the martial arts in Brazil, the black people in Brazil, you know, dark skin, and they do the martial arts and well, okay, cool. But let's be honest with each other. Let's be honest. So let's stop the old ring around the roses. Who you think you're talking to? You know, and I know that you're not going dancing because you're a revolutionary. You and your wife going dancing simply because it's fun. Because it's a way to self-medicate. Just like like, I'm not saying him, just like we use cocaine, heroin, opioids, marijuana, it's a way to religion. We use all that to self-medicate to get ourselves out of the reality that you're a Negro slave living in racism day in and day out. That's why. You're not going to train yourself. I'm training. Okay, if you're training yourself, brother, then when is the war? When is the battle? When you're going to the battlefield? Every warrior that trains, sooner or later, they have to go to the battlefield. They're going to have to deal with the enemy face to face. So if you are training to go to war and you keeping yourself in shape for that, so you claim, so when is the battle? When you going on the battlefield? You're not. Let's be honest. Let's stop bullcrapping around. Be honest. We have become comfortable Negroes. You are not looking forward to a battle. Now I wonder if Mark Clark and Fred Hampton, when they were shot down by the Chicago Police Department, I wonder if they was training, they was dancing prior to their being shot. Because they was on the battlefield for real. And we see what happened to them. I wonder, was Nat Turner dancing when they captured him for having a revolution and they skinned him alive? Was he dancing, getting his body in shape for the fight? And he was in a fight. Mark Clark and Fred Hampton was in a fight. I wonder if Malcolm X was dancing at the Audubon Ballroom, and they did do a lot of dancing at the Audubon Ballroom. Was Malcolm X dancing when he got shot on the podium at the Audubon Ballroom, training his body for whatever because of the martial arts in Brazil? What is it that they always say, that Brother Eric Muhammad always said? Talk black to me. So you talking to somebody, I'm real about this. If I'm training because I expect war. I'm getting ready to get on the battlefield. I'm not going to have fun. You know, and I know that you and your wife, you're not thinking about no revolution. You're thinking about having fun. And you're probably thinking about getting in her panties after y'all done dancing. That's the reality. That's the reality. Don't come to me with that weak stuff. And there's a sister on my Facebook. She's a lesbian. And she likes to get drunk. And she calls herself a black revolution. First of all, sister, you know that behavior was created and it was caused by your enemy. But you embrace it because this is me. Fine. But what does that have to do with you going to get drunk? But you're revolutionary. What is that leader, Idi Amin? Idi Amin told a group of children about revolution. And he told them one of the worst things that you could do, calling yourself a revolutionary, is to get drunk. That's how they also controlled the native people that was here. Remember, the Peckerwood gave them fire water. But you calling yourself a revolutionary. No, dancing and firewater is a way to self-medicate, to leave the reality, because you really know what you really have to do, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to sacrifice, and you damn sure don't want to die. That's the bottom line. You want an easy way out. So you'd rather talk about it than be about it. So you can talk with Tariq Nasheed and Sanetta, and you can go from each platform. Some of y'all have a good time. Y'all listen to all the talk. You go to Sanetta, then when Sanetta shut up, then you go to Tariq Nasheed and Cynthia G, China Fox, and the list goes on and on. Umar Johnson. That's all y'all do is a bunch of talk, because you have no intent to really get on the battlefield, because if you get on the battlefield, you will end up, there's a big chance that you will, a high percentage chance, you will end up like Mark Clark and Fred Hampton, or Dr. King, or Malcolm, or Nat Turner, or maybe you might get deported like Marcus Garvey. So don't bring that to me. Be honest with yourself. Don't try to trick me. Out of all the people, don't try to trick me. When I was incarcerated, I played basketball. I played basketball because it was about survival. I need to stay in shape. It was about survival. But I also used it for self-medication, because I had to leave that. I need to get away from that for a while. So I used it for self-medication. I need to get away out of my reality for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't come to me like that really was your purpose. I'm dancing to stay in shape because I'm a revolutionary and whatever. Don't come to me with that. You being dishonest with yourself and you telling me a lie. And you're telling yourself a lie. You're going dancing with your wife for fun. Has nothing to do with no revolution. Has nothing to do with dealing with your oppression at all. It's for fun. For pleasure. Dance for pleasure. Take your wife back home. Make love for pleasure. Y'all some pleasure-seeking suckers. It's all about pleasure. What make you feel good. And that's why you love all these so-called blackity-black, pro-African, RBG, all that kind of stuff, because all that talk make you feel good. You a god and you're a goddess and you're a king and you're a queen, don't have a pot to piss in. Woo, early in the morning, ranting and raving. That's why people don't like being around me. Be honest. Don't try to trick me. I know better. Because I have the mindset of a real revolutionary. I understand. On the battlefield, I could easily die tomorrow. I accept death. You're not ready to accept death. You're looking for an easy way out. There is no easy way out. Freedom is not free. Give me liberty or give me death. Now, let's deal with this last post that I saw on Facebook. Excuse me again. Because I really got to get out of here. I got to make a move. So, matter of fact, what was I going to talk about? What was that? Man, I forgot what was it that, oh, I know what it was. Of course, the title of this video. I saw, I can talk about this real quick. I saw some comments, and y'all probably seen this too, brothers and sisters, soul brothers and sisters. Again, peace to the chat room, peace to Facebook. Of course, this is not being recorded on Facebook right now, but I will put it on Facebook. I don't never want my Facebook friends to believe that I'm ignoring you. Like I said last night, I get more views on Facebook than I do YouTube. So don't get angry at me. Y'all need to share the video more on YouTube. Y'all need to help me spread the word on YouTube. Facebook, the brothers and sisters actually share the video. They share the video on Facebook. On YouTube, y'all not really sharing the video. So, you know, because I should have more views, whether YouTube like it or not, these videos really should have more views. If y'all would help me, that's the least you could do, is help a brother out and share the video. Facebook does that. This video might get, when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, this video might it might get 100 views, but when I post it to Facebook, it might get 300 on up. Easy. So, let me say this real quick. My battery power is getting ready to go out also. But there was a post, people talking about the white media. This is easy. They keep talking about the white media is painting black men as sexual deviants. Let me tell y'all something. This is real easy, y'all. Real easy. The white media, the pink media, Caucasian media, however you want to call it, they can do whatever the hell they want. That's their stuff. You can't tell them what they supposed to say, how they want to do it. They don't give a damn about you. Get your slave ass. You don't have to watch their media. If they want to paint us as a monkey, they can do it. So what? Do yourself. Do your own. But you so locked up. You so filled with self-hatred that you can't. That's right. You filled with self-hatred that you can't come together with brothers and sisters and we can start our own CNN, our own Fox. Whatever we need, we can do it. We have the money. We have the talent. Everything we need, we got it. But you don't want to do it. So why don't you shut the hell up talking about the white media is painting us. Who gives a damn? They always painted the black man as a sexual deviant. Didn't you hear the white woman scream? And they murdered Emmett Till. And they murdered that little boy in the electric chair. They always done that. Paint black men as sexual deviants. When did they stop? They never stop. Always have. Describe you as big gorillas, these big dangerous animals with a sexual lust for white woman flesh. And then mind you, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, those are personal issues. Has nothing to do with you. Those men put themselves in a position so they can be accused of this stuff. Has nothing to do with you. What have they done for the soul community? Who gives a damn? That's a personal issue. Has nothing to do with being black. That's a personal issue. But see, you're not a revolutionary. You're not going to do anything anyway. So it's just something for your happy ass to talk about. Cause maybe you a sexual deviant. All these pro-black men knocking all these sisters up, talking about, baby, we building a nation. Don't have a pot to piss in, and these sisters spitting babies out like you spit watermelon seeds. All that nonsense. So that's a very easy commentary. How you gonna tell somebody what to do with their stuff? The media, that's their stuff. And they are your enemy. They've been your enemy going on 500 years. What you expect from them? They are never going to paint us in a good light. They're never going to do that. So what you upset about? You don't want to separate. You don't want to isolate. You reject the Mississippi campaign. You want to keep getting your ass whooped. So be it. Take your ass whooping like a man. Take your ass whooping like a woman. sit back and complain like little children. That's why they call you boy. That's why they call you girls and boys. Because that's how you behave. That's how you act. You don't act like an adult. You don't act like a god or a goddess or a king and a queen. You don't act like that. You act like a slave. And as far as I'm concerned, when I talk to you, that's all I see is a bunch of slaves. So why don't you just get your wife or your girlfriend and take y'all happy ass and go dancing and get drunk? That's the best thing that you can do. And get spiritual. And spirits is another name for liquor. That's the only real spirituality that y'all know, is to go to the liquor store and buy the damn spirit in a bottle and get drunk. That's the only real spirituality that you know about. Let's just keep it all real. Keep it all real. You can't handle reality, don't come here. Cause I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing for you at all. I'm not into that. And all you pro-black stuff, you come talking that blackity black stuff here. I got a what's my shoe size? I got a 10 and a half waiting on your happy ass, 11. Cause you're gonna get booted. Don't bring that old crazy stuff here. I don't like you. All that African pro-black, I don't like you, okay? I tried to be nice. I tried to work with you. You don't want that. So we are enemies. Pro-black, African, RBG, all that nonsense. Now, wait a minute. I want to make something perfectly clear. You treat me nice. You treat me with respect. I would do the same to you. But all these suckers that's coming with all this disrespectful nonsense, I'm not going to even try to be nice to you. I'm going to start kicking in your ass as quick as possible. Because I don't like you. You are profane, disrespectful, self-righteous, a bunch of know-it-alls. I don't like you. I don't want to be black. Yeah, so I'm filled with self-hate. I don't want to be black. Because if you represent black, I don't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'm filled with self-hatred. With that said, I hate the time has gone, but I said what I really wanted to say. I love my audience. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. And, hey, what they say, it is what it is. I don't have time for that nonsense. Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. I'm not going to it. I'm real here. I'm ready to do this. Always have been since I was a little boy. Always have. Not no joke. You want some jokes? You want to play games? Go to Sarnetta TV. Go to Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, and all these other places. Don't come here. So with that said, shout out to the chat room. Damn, y'all was quiet. Man, y'all quiet today. Damn, did I go off that bad? Woo, but anyway, shout out to the chat room. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to those who will come check this video out later. Until next time, soul brothers and sisters, as in pardon, our brother Doc Cornelius always said, I wish us love, peace, and soul. Till next time, y'all, I'm Audi 5000.